Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and today I'm back again with another video, and this is actually going to be a review video because I have a very exciting product with me today, and that is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. I have been wanting to get this one since it came out, and I was going crazy for this one, so I ordered it as soon as possible, and now I have this one in my hand and I've already tried this one, and you guys will get to see the portion where I actually tried to see how it works throughout the day. I will add that part at the end of this video, and I'm just gonna show you guys how it actually looks in front of camera. Even I actually don't know how it will translate in screen, how it will look in this video, so we will see how it looks. I have already tested it out while having lunch outside. I've been wearing it for 2 or 3 hours, so that was really good. My experience was really good with the foundation, and I actually got the shade Toffee 420G, and the foundation is a very full coverage foundation, I must say that. So it says that using a pump or less, apply foundation evenly all over the face with a dense brush or a beauty sponge for the best application. Pair with the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection pre-makeup base, which is a primer. Actually, I didn't get the primer, but it came with a sample of the primer, and I also did use that one while I was testing it out on half of my face, and on the other side of my face I was wearing my regular Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, which is the pore minimizing one, and to be honest, I actually didn't see any difference. Like the Huda one actually did hold amazingly, so I don't have any complaint about that one. And yes, I'm gonna tell you guys every bit of detail of my experience with the foundation, so without any further ado, let's move on. Okay, so here's the beauty. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation, and the packaging is actually a plastic bottle. It's not glass, but it does look like a glass bottle. If you see, it pretty much looks like a glass bottle, and it's quite heavy. People have been claiming that it's really light, but I don't think it's really light. Yes, the packaging is light. It won't break if you drop it, and it's plastic, and it comes with a pump, which is the great thing about this foundation, because I've seen brands coming up with foundation where they have no pump and you have to go out and buy the pump separately, which makes no sense, because even with a hand wash you get a pump, so why would you pay for a pump in a foundation? It just seems ridiculous. So it does come with a pump, which is amazing, because one of my favorite foundation, you guys already know about that, my Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation. That's hands down one of my most favorite foundation. But the drawback with that foundation is that it does not have any pump, and it had this little dropper or weird wand type of thingy, which is not my favorite, to be honest. So it does come with a pump, and I was just checking it out today. So when I was checking it out, you can also open the pump, so when you're almost running out of the foundation, you can open it up, squirt it out, and use it in your face. So that's a really good thing, because you can open it up and you can see this is the pump, so your product won't be going to wastage. That's a plus point with the packaging. I really like it. It's really travel friendly, so you don't have to worry about dropping your foundation or breaking it. So that's a really good thing about the packaging. I really like the packaging, and it looks very chic, if I have to mention. And let's get into the product. The shade that I got is Toffee 420G. Actually, Huda was actually using this shade on her face while she was demonstrating in her Snapchat, Instagram, so I was very skeptical about which shade to get, and they did come out when they actually launched the foundation. They did come out with a brand comparison chart, which was very helpful, but I think it can be a little bit misleading too, because the shade that I got is Toffee 420G, and the like reference shades from other brands were like MAC Studio Fix Fluid NC46, which is like too dark for me. That's not my color. I am more like NC42, so NC46 is really dark for me. But they also had the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation listed in my shade, which I actually usually use. That's Honey Deep 58, so I was really happy when I saw that, and I just like ordered this one, the Toffee 420G one, without thinking anything. I just like did a leap of faith, and it did work on me. It did work, so I think the color is pretty good match. I'm really happy with the match that I got. It is more like a hit or miss thing, because it can be a hit for you or it can be a miss for you, because I've seen like tons of reviews on this foundation, and for some people the chart didn't work, but for me I think it did work out finally, so I don't have any complaint about that. So I got the shade 420G, and let's now come to the point of how the actual product is. So here's my hand, just take a little bit foundation out. So here is the foundation, and it's really thick. It's really thick in texture, and it's really full coverage, to be honest. It's very full coverage. So it blends out very nicely. And yes, now let's come to the point where people have been claiming that it does have like a very strong florally perfumey scent. Yes, I do agree with that. It does contain a very like perfumey florally scent, and to be honest, I don't mind the scent. Yes, you guys already know that I really don't like that much of a perfumey smell in my products, because I'm really like picky about how I smell or my perfume, so I really don't like the perfume that actually is like infused in the product. So but this one actually turned out to be a perfume or a smell that actually takes me back in time. It reminds me of a Valentino perfume my mom used to wear when we were back in Saudi Arabia and I was a little kid. So it like straight up, when I smelled the foundation, I was like going to my mom, do you remember the smell? Have you seen, like, have you smelled this scent before? I think we had this scent previously. And she was like, yes, there was a Valentino scent that I used to use which smelled exactly like this one. So it completely reminded me of that, and it took me like back to Saudi Arabia, back to my childhood. And I really like this scent. I think perfume is something very strong which can like bring out emotions in you and also like take you back in places. So it really did that for me. I really like the perfume, but I know it can like break out some people who are actually very sensitive. So if you're sensitive, then try to like test it out first before like going all over your face with the foundation, because it might break you out. But it did not break me out. As you guys can see, I've already worn this one 2 times, so the smell actually doesn't like linger throughout the day. It fades away. So even if you like don't like perfumey smells in your foundation, you can try it out. You can use this foundation because the scent actually doesn't linger that long. You can see the foundation actually dries pretty quickly. It does look like very healthy in my hand right now, but it does feel a little bit tacky when you touch your skin. So it actually felt like a little tacky in my face too. So I always like powder down my face with translucent powders or setting powders, so it didn't bother me that much because the tackiness went away after I applied powder. But those of you who are actually not planning on applying powders, or those of you who have dry skin, you will feel a little bit tacky with the foundation like being this way after it dries down. But it does not budge or move, so you don't have to worry about like setting the foundation or it like melting away from your face. And for being like an oily face person, the foundation held really well in my face the other day. I will show you guys the footage at the end of the video. And when I was wearing the foundation, you guys would not believe me. Like, you have to see me in person to see actually how amazing my skin was looking, because when I wore the foundation, it was like my face was totally filtered, like nothing on my face. Like it's just like Snapchat filter, like, you know, this filter that makes everything look pretty. Your skin looks smooth, you look plumper, the skin looks plumper, younger, nice, everything good. that was like going on in my face. I was having lunch that day, and I did have my lunch, and when I was like washing my hand off in the basin, I was looking at the mirror in front of me and I was like, oh hi, is that really me? So that actually, like, that moment I did feel like it's amazing, and it's making me look like a porcelain doll, to be honest. I will apply the foundation in a bit in my face, but it also did come with the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection pre-makeup base, which is basically their primer, which is supposed to go with their foundation. So I didn't buy the primer, but they really believed in their product to be like giving out samples like this with every foundation. So I think I will buy this later on because I pretty much liked it. It did hold quite nicely. It did not move, it did not budge on the other side of my face when I was wearing it the other day. So I think it will work for my skin too. It did not bother me. And yes, about the smell of this one too, to be honest, her products like this too, the foundation and the primer, they are perfumey products. If I'm not wrong, the foundation retails for $40. I am not sure about the primer. I will try to list it down in the description box below. So about the primer, you actually don't need like a lot of primer for your whole face. It's just like if you take a little bit, it will cover up your whole face, and it does feel like a little bit tacky where your foundation can stick to your face and it won't like move around, and it will like sit on top of your skin very nicely, smoothly. So it does feel like a moisturizing primer, to be honest. And I did take a very little amount because I've seen that people actually going on with the full sample and it was like too much. So I didn't go in with the whole sample because I also wanted to save it up for the video because I want to share my experience with you guys. So the primer also does have a very strong smell, and let me like pointed out what it actually smells like. When I opened the primer and I was trying to smell it, I initially thought it smelled exact same like the foundation, but I was wrong. Just a second later I realized that it's not the same smell, it's something different. It smells completely like oud or bakhur, which is a wooden scented, scented wood actually, which Arab people lights up in their home to like diffuse perfume everywhere with the smoke that comes out from the wood. So it's more like agarbatti, you know. I will try to drop a picture of oud or bakhur so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So it actually reminded me of that, and it just straight took me back to Saudi Arabia when you know, beside Haram Sharif you have like lots of perfume shops going on, like Attar. So Attar and Bakhur, this type of products are like there for local people who actually use them. So it just makes me like go back all the way to Saudi Arabia and like take me back to memory lane, and it just took me there. It took me places. So it smells like bakhur, and the smell is strong. Yes, it is very strong of a smell. People might not like it, but personally, as I'm familiar with the scent, it took me places. I'm like 100% fan of the smell. It takes me back to Saudi Arabia. The smell is amazing. So a lot of me blabbering, so let's just apply the foundation and see how it looks in front of camera. I think that's enough for the whole face. Okay guys, don't mind the red eyes because I'm actually going through cold allergies. Okay, so when I like concentrate the primer around my cheek area where I have the most of the pores, it seems to like blur them out, and it is giving quite like a glowy finish to my face, which is really moisturizing. It does feel moisturizing too, but it is, can you see? Can you hear the tackiness? Yeah, you can definitely hear the tackiness, I guess. So it does feel a little bit tacky because I'm not gonna go in with any kind of color corrector today. I just want to do the foundation only, where you guys can see how it actually works on my acne scarring, my dark circles, pretty much But I'm gonna also highlight my face with a concealer, so we will just see if it actually like covers up the things that are going on in my face, which I usually do color correcting on, like around my mouth, around my lips, right here where I have like discoloration going on. So we will see if it covers them up, but I've already seen it that it actually does cover them up. So let's apply the foundation. I'm going to be applying the foundation with a beauty blender because I usually do like applying them with my beauty blender. So I'm taking a little bit more than one pump. So here I have the foundation, so let's go in. So let's see at this area first. Tap, 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 tap. The foundation is very thick. It might look a little lighter in the camera or in the screen because I'm sitting in front of a lot of lights right now. Okay. But so I'm just applying a little bit. I'm just gonna go section because I don't like applying foundation all over my face at once. So let's around it underneath my eye area or in my eyelids. I just want to see if it covers up the darkness, so let's just apply it there. Oh wow, it did cover up everything. Wow, with this foundation you actually don't even need like a concealer. You can see it just completely like nothing. It goes on smoothly, it blends out very nicely. So you can see half of my face looks completely filtered and like amazing. It does have like pretty glow going on to your skin, but it's not like very dewy or it's not like completely sucking out my face and it's very dry. It's nothing like that. It's like very demi matte kind of finish where it's like a little bit glowy and a little bit matte, and I think this is where the foundation actually worked for every type of skin, because normal to dry skin can also use it and normal to oily people can also use it, or combination people can also use this foundation. So let's apply the foundation on the other side of my face, and with the beauty blender it tends to like soak up a little bit much product. You guys know a beauty blender, a sponge will always soak up products, so it's nothing new. So I actually need a little bit more than like just one pump. And it actually completely depends on your preference how you actually will like applying your foundation. So I'm just gonna take a little bit more and apply on this side of my face. So I do have a lot of scarring going on this part too. So let's see if it actually covers them up. So you can see my face right now after applying the foundation. I have not powdered it down yet. So, and I've also not like done highlighting. I will highlight it with a concealer, but you can see that it actually looks very nice. My face is looking completely filtered, which I love, and I have this dewy glow going on in my face, which I really love. Even though like when you powder it down, it does not like go away that much. You still have the healthy looking skin, which I love. So you can see my face right now after applying the foundation. I have not powdered it down yet. So, and I've also not like done highlighting. I will highlight it with a concealer, but you can see that it actually looks very nice. My face is looking completely filtered, which I love, and I have this dewy glow going on in my face, which I really love. Even though like when you powder it down, it does not like go away that much. You still have the healthy looking skin, which I love. So you can see the foundation, and I'm gonna come back right just now after finishing the rest of my makeup. So this is how the foundation looks after finishing the rest of my makeup, and I must say I really like how it's looking with like everything on, and everything blended out very seamlessly. I did not have any problem with like applying anything. The other day when I was wearing this foundation, I did not like apply any kind of like blush or highlighter stuff like that, but today I'm wearing a full glam makeup, and I think this looks really good on camera too. We will see after like when I go to edit, I will see how it looks, but I think it's looking really bomb. Plus I think I will be like more reaching out for this foundation when it's like winter and my skin is more on the drier side, because when you apply the foundation it stays a little bit tacky, so that would be like very good for like dry skin. And it's getting wintry, my skin is getting drier, so I think I will really enjoy wearing this foundation during winter. Checking in right now, guys. So this is the Huda Beauty foundation. I wore this one just right now, and this is the shade Toffee 420G, and I'm going outside right now. I'm gonna have my lunch, and it's quite late right now. It's, if you guys can see, it's 4:20, and we will check out like a few hours later how it wears throughout the day. Like after like 1 hour or 2 hours, I will see how it holds on everything. I just wore the foundation. I wear the complexion primer, the Huda Beauty primer, on the left side of my face, and on this side I use the Smashbox Pore Minimizing one, which is my regular one, and I did apply it with a beauty blender. I was actually trying to film, but it did not work, so I'm just gonna give you guys updates. And I just wore a little bit of yes, I did also powder my face down because I have oily skin, and the foundation is a little bit tacky for my liking, so I surely would have to like powder it down all the time. So I did powder down my face. I wore a little bit of bronzer and a little bit blush, mascara, and yes, I also did highlight underneath my eye area. So that's the thing. I did use a concealer, a little bit of concealer and lipstick, and I'm done. I did use a setting spray, so let's see how it holds on. I will catch you guys in the next shot. Okay, here's my clock. It's 5 p.m. right now almost, and the foundation is looking really good. I did not apply any highlighter today because it's just a regular outing, so I don't need to be like highlighted and stuff. So here it is, and it's looking pretty good. We will see how it holds on like an hour later. I quite like the foundation, how it looks. So it's been 40 minutes since my last check-in, and I did have a lunch. It was a late lunch, so I will catch you guys again a few minutes later or a few hours later. So till then, stay tuned. Let's see a little close-up. So you see, it's actually not settling in my lines. If I smile or like talk, I get like fine lines in here, but I do not see my foundation settling in. It's looking pretty good. And to be honest, in front of like the mirror, my face looks like purely filtered. So it's been almost 2 hours right now. I'm going back home at 6:10 right now. By 6:20 it will be 2 hours since I'm wearing this foundation. Going back home, and I think I won't take off my makeup. I will try to wear it a bit longer so that I can see how it wears throughout the hours. So far it's still looking good. It's not settling in my lines. It's still looking very good, and you can see I do have like a very nice glow going in my face. It's not like completely matte even though I powdered my face, so it's really good. I'm loving it. I'm outside my home right now, and on this side I did use the Huda Beauty primer, which is the complexion perfecting primer, and on this side I use my regular Smashbox photo finish primer, which is the pore minimizing one. So far both sides are looking really good, and I cannot like smell the foundation or the primer anymore. It's like it's faded out, so the smell actually didn't bother me, though I don't like perfume or smell like perfumey smells in my products, but it didn't bother me, and it's like kind of that smell is actually like nice. I really liked it because it actually reminded me of Arab, so that's a good thing. People might not like it because not everyone is fan of like perfumey smells, but this particular perfumey smell, I like this one. Tap tap tap. Tap 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 tap. Tap 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 tap. Ki baba? He? Ki koro? Ki koro baba? He? He? The foundation is looking real good. I'm here with my nephew. I'm not showing him off completely because I don't want to show him. He's a really cute little baby. Hey. Popo. Oh, I can annoy him. So I'm back in my room again. So it's almost 7 o'clock right now. So I've been wearing this foundation for long enough. It's been like almost 2 hours, more than 2 hours. So it's looking pretty good, and you can see the color match is really nice too. I've been out, I had my lunch, and overall everything is looking pretty bomb. So hopefully you guys like this review video, and I will catch you guys again in my next video. Till then, you guys take care. And now I'm gonna just like sign off, and I'm just gonna practice a little eye makeup because I already have my base on, so that's a good thing. So I can practice a little bit. So I'll catch you guys again in my next video. Till then, you guys take care. So this is how I actually tested out the foundation, applied in front of you guys, and this is my overall review on the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. And I hope you guys actually like this video, and if you guys do like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to like subscribe to my YouTube channel if you already haven't, and don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also in Snapchat. And I will catch you guys again in my next video. Till then, you guys take care. Bye bye.